Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's really exciting. Yesterday I woke up and called my koi all fire up for spawning in a pond. So today we're gonna explain in detail koi spawning and show you some really awesome close-up and live actions from our own pond. Please hit the like button for us on this video and remember, subscribe to our channel so that we can keep making original contents for you. Koi spawning is not the first thing that hits people's mind when they start a koi pond. But when you put boy kois and girl kois together, it's only a matter of time before passion sparks like fire in the pond. So it's important for every pond owner to know what's going on in your pond during the spawning season and how to handle it correctly. There are two ways to breed koi. First, there is the hen spawning, or called the manual spawning, where the koi are tranquilized and their eggs and sperms are collected manually for breeding. This is mostly reserved for professional breeders or experienced hobbyists to have a higher hatch rate and to control which parents' koi are used for breeding. It can also be used to protect the female from injuries during the spawning process. The second is the natural spawning in the pond, which is our focus in the video today. This is simply just the way how koi will reproduce naturally, where the female lay eggs and the males will fertilize them right in the pond. Before the spawning begins, your female koi will start to get even more bulkier than usual because of all the eggs that she's carrying. And just a few days before she's ready for the big day, she will start to nose around and look for a good laying ground. This usually will be around plants or places where water is slower. Basically, they're looking for somewhere where the eggs can attach to and survive. The spawning would usually take place around 60 to 70 degree Fahrenheit. That means generally late spring or early summer. Spawning usually happens once a year, but it's still possible to have multiple spawnings. And when everything's right, including the temperature, the length of the day, and the readiness of the female, the show will begin. This often starts around in the morning and could take from hours to 2 to 3 days to finish. During the spawning, you'll start to see the males chasing the females around the pond rather aggressively. The males will nudge or ram into female against the pond wall or rocks to push the eggs out of her. Some pond owner might ask, why are my koi fighting? But it's really the natural process of spawning taking place. However, this process can be very dangerous and damaging to the female koi. This time in our pond, the entire process lasts about 24 hours and resulted in our female koi a few scratches, redness in the mouth, and a few fallen scales. Another sign during the spawning process is a strong fishy smell from your pond. Believe me, you know it when you smell it. This is caused by the koi releasing eggs and melting in the pond. The high protein content will very quickly change the water parameters, making it smelly, cloudy, and sometimes having a film-like substance floating on the surface of the pond. During this time, you'll want to very closely monitor your ammonia level, especially if you have a higher density population or a smaller filtration system. Let your pond system sort it out. There's no need to put in defoamer or ammonia reducer unless the ammonia level is dangerously high. A partial water change is recommended and should be considered first before using any other chemicals. The last and 100% sign of spawning would be the presence of eggs. You'll start to see eggs attached to the edge of the pond or in the plant's area. There will be no mistaken if you see these tiny little eggs in your pond. After the females have released her egg, the male will stop chasing her around and the spawning will officially end. You will want to check up on your female koi to see if she's still doing okay, making sure there are no serious damages or injuries that needs to be treated immediately. She could be very stressed and starts jumping. If the situation requires, move the female koi to a quarantine tank with cover to keep her from harassment from the males for a day or two to give her time to rest and heal. You may also observe the female koi getting thinner. Our plankton ogon certainly lost a lot of weight after releasing her eggs. Spawning is a very stressful process for the female koi, so she will need time to recover and gain her strength back. You also want to continue to monitor the water parameters. If the water parameters are not dangerously off, Just complete water changes and trust your pond system to correct itself. You'll see thousands of eggs released in the pond, but right after the eggs are released, the koi will start eating the eggs. In our pond, just 24 hours from spawning starts, all eggs on the pond liner were gone. Only a small population remains safe, hiding in plants container and corners. So if you're looking to breed more baby koi, you can either close off the laying ground or move some eggs to a separate tank for them to hatch. Also, during the spawning process, when the activities are at its peak, your koi will probably be very busy and pretty preoccupied doing their own thing, and they will have very little interest or no interest at all in eating the food you give them. In our pond this time, even after spawning, every koi just seems to be very exhausted, and the interest to food is just very low relative to normal times. Now, after the spawning ends and some eggs were preserved, koi eggs will generally hatch in 3 to 5 days. They will live off their own yolk sac for the first couple of days of their life, and around day 7 plus or minus, they will start to learn to swim and start to eat small particle foods. As they grow bigger, they can be fed hard-boiled egg yolk, krills, small pieces of pellet food, and eventually a small-sized pellet food. So that's all for today's video. I hope everyone has a good and safe spawning experience in their own koi pond. If you haven't already done so, please click the like button on the video and hit the subscribe button for us. We also have a page and group on Facebook that you're welcome to follow. And thanks until the next video.